EA Sports to the game.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another live stream. Today on the show, we'll be playing NHL 24, be a pro mode, be a pro career mode. And here we go.
And the rookie continues to impress. Let's get Ray Ferraro in here for his own perspective. You like that last night from the kid?
Yeah, I like both things this guy does. I've been really impressed with him this season, and so he gets his promotion again up to the first line. And I thought better than the first time that he was put in his spot. He seemed more comfortable, seemed more sure of how he was going to create offense. I thought he had an excellent game.
Yeah, no, he was. He responded in a big way, and kind of lived up to the hype. We don't see that a lot of times when things live up to the hype, but this kid certainly did. And I want to say this. I want to go back to the whole notion and the conversation about the sophomore slump, because from what I've seen so far in his second year, that does not exist. Does not exist so far from this young phone, right? I mean, he shows up and he competes, and the consistency in his game. Look, it's a long season. I get it. And a lot can happen between now and the finish line. But to me right now, the idea of a sophomore slump, yeah, preposterous. How does that sound? All right. Is that convincing enough for you? Preposterous. I just love that word. But anyway, no sophomore slump here. Okay. Let's move on. Back to the phones we go. Levi, how are you? Time to take a look at what happened around the league as we check in on some of the scores. The Penguins had an on-ice collision with the Red Wings. Pittsburgh posts a strong game in their own end, and they do enough to get the W. The Caps were on the road to take on the Senators. Washington tore it up offensively, and they skate away with the win. We are as cool as ice, and we are bringing you many more stories from the NHL. We're doing it next. Welcome back to EA Sports. I'm James Salosky. It is the opener tonight, and fans are jacked up. Center's both set to get on in, and we are about ready to go. The Caps are going to start with the puck to take the opening jump. And he slides it to the field. He makes a save over. Back to the lane. There's the chance by blocking it. Chicago's across the line and on the attack. You are stopped by the goaltender. How do you handle that?
As a goaltender, you want to make yourself as big as possible, and that's exactly what he does right there, and just takes away the net.
And takes the pass. Chicago's in transition. On the boards by Johnson. Someone to come and say. Looks to get the puck over to McKinnon. Brings it to this. He can have to keep it out. Quick feed to Johnson. Here we go. On there, Russia. The Cavs get a hold of the puck. On the attack along the boards. Just like this, to keep it out.
This is a fantastic save, James. He's all over it. What I mean by that is he knows exactly where it is and where it's moving. The reason why he gets square to it and make the save.
Gains the zone from the right side. Good defensive effort to pick it in. Across the line down the left wall. The goaltender comes up with a pace of it to keep it out of the net.
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice, is in the slot area. He's got to get.
So look at that. We're quickly on the board and that's what it's going. Yeah.
If only it started that way all the time, exactly the way the coach would have drawn it up. But you certainly want to dictate pace when you are on the road and you want to take the crowd out of it early.
We're still in the early stages of this period. Chicago's ahead 1-0. Play is blown dead with the offside.
Then Ream's playing with such confidence right now, and he's got his point streak going. And when that's happening, you're having a ton of fun putting up the points.
Colorado's won it. Kane setting up against the wall. Stays out. Will it take some play with the red picks? So soon as he just gets enough of that one. And the goaltender getting a piece of that one. The Tigers working the puck near the point. Colorado's got it in their own zone. And he slides it quickly to Olsen. Moves it quickly over to Johnson. And that's broken up by Anderson. Oh, love that it makes a spit work there to poke that one away. From the right side, moves it up ahead. Great pass off the boards. Looking to make something happen along the boards. This is the soft, big time blockers in the POP. Right about, and too much traffic in football stuff. Can't connect this up goes up the stick. Almost instead of across the line. Pass down to the pin. This is your team that takes it away. Pass across to Likkerman. Handles the puck. Taken by Nemesnikov. Nice defensive robbery on that. Opportunity. The Avs have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Colorado's in on the offensive attack now. Battling for the puck, but still hangs on. Gains the zone through the middle.
Desperation out of Steiners to be able to get to that puck and send a clear message to his team that he's behind him. He's going to be the foundation tonight.
The Avs have it behind the net. Slides the puck to Likkerman. And officials right on the top of that one calling for a slashing penalty, it looks like. Takes it across the blue line. Let's get the official decision.
A tough penalty to take as you're looking for the equalizer. You're in a 1-goal deficit. You got to find a way to generate offense, James. Real tough one to take.
And the man advantage unit comes out to go to work.
First power play opportunity for this team. It's going to start in the face-off circle, get in possession with the win, and they're looking to set up.
Anderson still short-handed here as they slide in for the face-off. Off the trunk. Made the slip from the play.
Georgia is able to get to position to take that dangerous shot. Oh, hell no, this team knows how to play. Here, man, come on here. Chicago's got the puck. Get to the cross. Hit on the play, and then knocks the puck off his stick. The Avs will try to shave a few seconds off this penalty now. It's a strong, and the traffic neutralizes that threat. Next to be behind his own net. Moves the puck inside the offensive side. It's not well, it's right there. That's all about the bounces, isn't it, James? And you got
There we go.
is in his favor.
We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. The Blackhawks now lead by 2. Dickinson's won the draw inside the neutral zone. They'll go to work offensively here. Looks the puck into the offensive zone corner. Now that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. From behind his own net. Taking the offensive zone from the middle. Gets it to Van Riemsdyk. And makes the save. Great reach by Dickinson. The Avs take possession in the defensive end. A Blackhawks grab possession to the puck. Off a stick. Passes the puck over to Taves. Moving into the attacking zone. It's the
That's bone crushing, and guess what? There's going to be a stoppage in play, James, because that's what the pain is.
The Chicago's up here in the first, and they could easily be up on the middle based on what they do defensively. On the right wing, and moves it to the middle. The Blackhawks will play it in their own end. The Flyers come in close.
Colton has spent so much time doing tracking exercises, and it's utilized right here as he knows where this puck is coming from, and he makes the save.
Dragged along the board by O'Connor. Hit pass to Byron. And that's hooked away. The Blackhawks will play it in the defensive zone. Picks off the pass. The Avs looking against the half wall. Slides it quickly to Murphy. From the neutral zone, moving forward here on the boards. Now he takes it away. Gets the puck in deep. Picked up along the road by Parisi. Here's the score. Colorado's got possession of the puck. Manson's picking up steam. Good heads up defensive play as he extends the stick. Zaitsev taking it from his own end. Pass to Jones. Steps inside. Taken along the wall by Dickinson. He took the ball and saved by Georgiev.
The shots come from the middle of the ice, and he has some beat on it, but he's ready and waiting for it. He's to position, and he makes the save.
He took along the wall by Rutger. King Justin blocks the shot. From the left side, moves it up ahead. Colorado's got a hold of it against the wall. Through the openings, they're picking up speed.
So is really answer for them right now because they were labels on the puck. They got some momentum after multiple bounce back those games. They don't want to leave any breathing room, and other opponent gets them like that.
Chicago's taking full advantage of their scoring opportunities to come to the lead here in the first. Colorado's won the draw in the neutral zone. The Avs take it along the wall. Angus it over to Killorn. And he takes the dig. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. Here they are on the return.
Yeah, especially when you look at it, because he's been painting
Hey, Todd.
skill set. They used their speed on this counter attack and gave themselves an advantage here, James. And what they did was they capitalized. They had multiple looks. They could pass it, they could shoot it. Goaltender went figured out that winds up the back of the net. Chicago still got time here in this first period to increase this lead. Domesticals, one possession. Takes the count. Good reach for the stick to knock the puck away. Chicago's got control of it now from the road in. The Blackhawks move the puck into the defensive zone. And there's some guys in traffic. He's already got 2 goals. Another one would be fantastic. Send it to the Sims. It's the hold of the puck after that top. Oh, I'd like to have that one there because it goes on this side. Chicago's got the puck along the way. That's the easy save. Pressure here. The Avs carried along the wall. Linskin stick handling in his own zone. We got a whistle offside to call.
Will look to hold things down defensively, but don't be surprised if he joins in on the rush. McCart's a steady defender who's known to join the rush. I'm expecting one of these 2 players to be the biggest impact for their team tonight. Back to you guys.
It's a short pass to Johnson. It frees up the puck. And the pass goes off a stick. And it's a quick pass to Portland. And the appearance off a body in the lane. Oh, excellent use of the stick as he knocks that one away. Here they come on the attack. Here's a pass in front. Up the stick and then take complete the play. It's a magic number. He's doing it. It's one that sees what the advantage be dominated, playing really confident all night long. There is, and he's leading this team in goals for Jason James. He's got a real knack for the net and then the ability besides the shot. All those big sets and coach think that there are still 2 periods to play here. Johnson's making time here in the place. All they want is not possession of that center. You can certainly tell that the goaltender is dialed in on that sequence of saves, James. He's 2 positions and he finds a way to make multiple saves back to back. Frank Cruz has the puck and holds on for a whistle. The Blackhawks are holding down the lead here late in this first period. They have looked really good offensively so far. Less than a minute to go here in the opening frame. And uses his reach to disrupt the play. Feed to Braun. Chicago's got him against the boards. Somehow he gets a sneaker of it and keeps it up game. Here in the later stages of this period, Chicago's pushing on all cylinders tonight. They've added to the lead, and this is a well. Picked up on the boards by Hall. This is it's nothing worse than the sport than having your own flag just getting away from you there. And that's why you keep moving tonight in this building. It's different testing. Sustained possession inside the neutral zone. So on the attack. It's a smart way, something tries something today. Francine gives them with that incredible save, James, and his team knows it. You can see them. That was his playing sweat for now, and everything. Well, no, The defender just twisted like a pretzel as soon as manipulating him and showing those silk mitts and then finally puts it away. They are back on the way. McDermott's got him in the defensive end. And then we pass this up to Washington. Wouldn't off the puck. Fun start to this one as period number 1 comes to an end. We've still got lots more still in store. Tits are coming out on the ice here to play the little mini prospects game. And we'll be back with more. Well, the first 20 is in the books. Let's see what this second period offers. It was quite the one-sided tilt in the first 20 minutes. Let's see if that continues here in the second. Slides it over to Johnson. There's a stop. Get a piece of that to make the save. Well, Cheryl, look at the rookie here having the conversation with the coach. You've been on the receiving end and you've also delivered that message. What is that conversation looking like and sounding like?
Well, the coach knows what the rookie can do, but wants to make sure that they're going to be defensively responsible. And the key here is you got to manage the puck. The coach will be reiterating, make smart play, in particular, good blue line decisions. You don't want to turn it over and put your team in a vulnerable spot.
Let's see.
Sometimes goaltenders just make it look easy, James. And look at how big he makes himself in the net as he's trying to track and find the puck at all costs. It almost looks easy for him, but that's an impressive save.
The Blackhawks have dominated them thus far and continue to do so here in this second. And he'll likely feel that one in the morning. Puck grab by McKinnon. Takes the feed. And still using the stick to poke the puck away. Chicago's on the attack. Here's a stop. Here's a save. And he stakes that one with the glove.
Francouz makes a nice save there, James, and he's struggled throughout this game. And he's found a way to make that save, but his team has to be better in front of him as well. You have to generate some offense if you want to get back in this game.
Murphy's lugging the puck. Looking at it, they have the offensive side. So just like it's a huge shift. I mean, this is your focus scores. And instead of they step out right away, that's exactly what you want to do if you want to be a competitive team. Well, he's in tight to the net, James, and he knows that he's not going to have much time or space to get it off, so he likes to use the snapshot and beats the goaltender. I'm also playing what might be the most impressive performance I've seen all season. And we'll be great at competition. Yeah, I mean, their offense has simply exploded, hasn't it, James? I mean, they've been a force to be reckoned with, and it's a ton of fun when you've gotten your stats. Most of the field to James. Stay in the zone. Knocks the puck down with the stick. Chicago's got a hit of the puck now. Moves it to Lekanen. Along the half wall with the puck. Great reach with the poke check by Phoenix. Once it takes never they do, once down the field, there's a failure. They find a way to continue. The freshman, he went practice and John's in the you get many watches during the game, James. You have to capitalize on your opportunity. I thought they executed perfectly. They didn't overpass. The right player took the right shot. Chicago's turning to part because they're on a string all the puck's been on their stick and their opponent's been on their heels. They've just been worn down with the offensive zone possession time. And that was the goaltender seeing so much clever tonight. And then good job on the chance. Intercepted and center by Rudy. What a steal is over there. Colorado's got the puck on the boards. Watching taking up. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. He's hitting the play. The Avs have it in the offensive end. Made that stop. And then pucks to me. Other Avs gain possession of the boards. Step right. Sends it ahead to Nemestikov. He carries the puck up along the wing. Gets the feed in the corner. The Blackhawks have it against the wall. And can take the passes that goes in the stick. The Avs take it around the goalers. And there's the pass. Laying offensively against the sticking off to the side. Killorn's moving it ahead. Look past to Johnson. Picking up momentum inside the neutral zone. They've been it's a second of the game. Tonight, these games and just make off and never see them over in the net. That's great puck movement, James. Working away from the puck to support the puck here, and they gained that entry because they got the narrow advantage and they capitalized and executed with it. Just how those different numbers would extend this lead, and they are just flying tonight here in number 2. And they completely worn their opponent down, so they had no energy to get to the puck or try and create. And this is a testament to their whole lineup. They came in play. Pucks the awareness of that. Let's have it now. Moves the puck along the net wall. Doesn't use this time and swung it away. Grabbed along the board by McCall. With some open space here in the neutral zone. Takes the shot. And takes it out of the net.
Landeskog's the one to lead the comeback here. He's the captain of this team with an offensive zone faceoff. No better way to create some momentum than get one on the board.
Tries to feed it over to McKinnon. With possession along the wall. The Blackhawks move to the offensive zone. This is a chance. And makes the save. Colorado's looking to break out. It's gone over to McKinnon. Way too much congestion blocks that. Breaking into the attacking zone to the right. The Avs have to start the transition game.
That's a thunderous hit along the boards. It's bone crushing, James. You feel that one right from your toes all the way up to your shoulders. Talk about finishing a jet.
Murphy's got the puck in his own zone. Passes on over to Nichushkin. Here's a short pass to Pacioretty. Piece of that. Slides the pass over to Pan. What was it again? Save, and he made it look stupid. Slides the puck ahead to Pacioretty. Through the neutral zone at the end of the way.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, tender pool. Not might be shooting, but instead he posts off the deep, gets the goalie to fight, and then slides in right by the post. Other those hitting their heels all night long, but they finally pushed back here in number 2.
Certainly something positive to get on the board, but they're going to have to build on top of it if they want to really create some momentum and believe that they're back in this game.
Pokes it away here in the neutral zone. And now it's grabbed by McCall. Feed to James.
Colorado's got a hold of the puck. Takes a spill over the ice and loses the puck.
James, and that athleticism in the lip to get to that puck, that was on display.
And he connects with the long ball. The Blackhawks gain possession. And now it's over to Johnson. Jose side with the gag. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. Chicago's offense came to play in a big way, and they lead big time here in the second. The Blackhawks will start off on the attack after winning the draw.
Such an upload save, James. I mean, that's just all about competing, finding a way to get to the puck.
Chicago's got the decided edge in the shot department here tonight in the second period, and they continue to lead. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the zone. They'll be forced to start over from center as they don't leave the zone. Chicago's got the puck along the wall. And that goes off a player. Gains the zone through center. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Officials getting ready to drop the puck. Puck possession still key in today's game. Presses him face off and he wins the draw. He's up with the blocker. From the left side, he moves it up ahead. Moves it quickly over to Hall. Takes the bump and loses control of the puck. There's a shot. Stay Summers, he gets a piece of it with the ball. Let's see. Colorado's got the puck in the defensive end. Steps across the line and on the attack down the right side. The Blackhawks gain possession in their own end. Here they come. Huge steal on his own end. The Avs cross the line and gain the zone. We got a penalty coming up here on the play.
Well, the staff and the entire bench wouldn't like this, Paul James. It's a selfish penalty. Anytime you take it on sportsmanlike and you don't drag someone at the end with you, the team doesn't like it.
To get back to work.
No, they haven't scored on the power play yet. 100% is not a number that you see typically. Just stay confident, trust the process.
And here we go. And there's the winning blow.
Did he ever connect?
There we go.
James, and now look at him on the ice. He's laboring to get up. James, this fight is a product of frustration. You're getting blown out in the game, but you have lots of runway left. You're just trying to spark someone, get something going, and see if you can generate some momentum.
40 minutes of play in the books. Both teams will get one last chance to catch their breath, and then it's on to period number 3 next. Players are set, officials are set, third period action is coming. There's another unit of third. This team comes in for last best wins. Well, with 2 periods played, pounding your thoughts.
Chicago's 20 minutes away from closing out a dominant performance, James. They've been defensively responsible. They've provided a lot of offense where they've gotten into the offensive zone. Now it's about seeing the finish line and closing it out properly.
Puck scooped up by Manson. Somebody picked this over down. Nancy to hold. Goes around along the half wall. Lucas saved by Francouz.
I'm not sure how we saw this puck, James. I mean, he screamed, there's a ton of traffic, and he finds the puck to make the save. That one's a fabulous one.
White blown dead, let's get it close.
This is just a lack of focus and complete frustration. When you take this many penalties, you just kill the rhythm of your bench.
The Blackhawks don't want to take their foot off the gas here in the third period, but they have a lot of padding with the lead that they've built. Chicago's got a hold of the puck. It has fire play, so the power play, we're back to even strength here.
Well, being on a power play is a privilege, James. Trust me, I know. I was never on it. Incredible. So you have no idea how we got to the James and the shooter is absolutely stunned. Stop.
Save on the play. Colorado's got it into the offensive side. It pass to Van Riemsdyk. Nice solid entry from the left.
Mexico's number one line has been dominant tonight, James. They've been in the offensive zone. They created a ton of opportunities, and they're a reason why they're in the lead.
Makes it look easy with the step. Coming back to the bench and looks like getting a little pat on the back from the coach here, Cheryl. A little love.
Positive vibes all the way around, James. And I really like the fact that the coach and the rookie is a really great job. Because earlier in the conversation, there was an expectation. The coach asked him to get out there and do something specific. And he answered the call. And that's easier said than done. And you're a young player. You're nervous. You want to make sure that you execute exactly what the coach does. And sometimes you can hesitate. So a great job. It's rewarded on the bench.
This is forecast to Jackson. Forecast scenes.
You have to be quick in your crease if you want to be able to deny low zone shots. He does that perfectly, and he's tight to the shooter right there.
And takes the feed. Taken by Hall. And pass feed. And Hall's got the puck against the half wall.
It's not a problem with that pivotal pass, James. It's all about reading where the coverage is and knowing exactly your teammate can skate onto that puck. And when you skate onto it, you have some speed. You can get that shot up the way you want, and he capitalizes perfectly.
The Blackhawks have looked sharp tonight. Lots of pucks in the net and a lot of goals as a result. Excellent. Wants to send it out to Jackson.
James, how surprised you think the goaltender is? He just spins around and tries to clear the puck, and he fires it past the tender.
The Blackhawks continue to bring up the score here in period number 3.
It's just been a terrific collective effort. Now they're on the home stretch, and the coaching staff has a real opportunity to utilize their bench, rest their star players. This is critical when you're in a long season.
The Blackhawks pay the puck from the back of the
It's dangerous as he's not afraid to shoot the patch. He's not technical, but he's not hesitating.
Explain those tendencies. He's playing like a season bet. In all areas of the game that have really been terrific tonight, James, I've also enjoyed the communication that we're seeing. It's not just the body language, but also the brokenness. They're playing so it's been real fun to watch. So at the same time, let's go. We're surprised that we're ready. Access the zone. These one-on-one battles, in particular, the goaltender is so impressive tonight.
There's the middle of that play.
Man, he was right on that puck. He knew exactly where it was right to the crease and got him challenged right away to make the save.
On the left side of the middle of the ice. It's the toss to O'Connor. Puts it in deep. O'Connor's got the puck. The Blackhawks moving ahead. James is playing with such confidence. It's not going to be denied. It's going to be examining. It's buzzing all around the ice. That's what you call the net for the net, James. When you get in tight, you're sniffing around. You better get that puck off quickly because you know their defenders all around you. They're going to come and close. Chicago started to probably working here to control the traffic for the quarter performance. Now they've got the puck on their super majority of this game. You know the coaching staff is going to be impressed. Hey, maybe they'll get the day off.
What is feeling good?
To complete that, he's got 2 games looking for third. Carries the puck on through center.
Has some stuff to do, but yeah, that's alright.
What an entertaining game, James. A lot of goal calls for you as it's been back and forth, matching in the offensive zones. Not much defensive structure to this one as everyone's looking to attack.
The Hurricanes are up next according to the league schedule makers, and no love lost between these two sides. Tickets still available. Should be a good one. Chicago's won the ground. Why is it diagonally to Mansell? I don't think anybody was hanging on to that here.
I think that means 1, 2, 3. That's the change. This is the program. And sometimes you have those kinds of days where nothing can be. And that's it. I started to want this game to end the way things have gone here. I don't. Yeah, I've been sure that they break their butt job. They've been consistent throughout the game, and consistency is always something that coaches job to them. But they can finish this off. It's nice lead. That's the word the coach is going to be preaching after the game. Chicago's staying in your own zone.
And a sticking on to flex that one away. Here they come through center and into the offensive end.
These nights very often, James, you gotta appreciate okay, let's take place in the Procure Center. Hey, it's carries the Procures at his head. Hey, there's the I'm nice to hear evidence of it. I counterattack and building and speed to get on his hooks and get in on the breakaway. And James and Allen next carries right to his shot and he puts it home. Says into a corner. Chicago is now far from the finish line. Here is the end of this.
Buddy. How's it going?
Takes possession of it. It's going on the attack as they gain the zone. Great use of the stick into the red side. It's got it in the offensive zone. Continues here, but this Brad Stick wants to answer what is
Oh yeah, and they're saying thank you to the goaltender right now, James. They're still on the field there right now. And really it's a nice feeling. Why? Because it doesn't always go this way. So when you have it, you embrace it.
Oh, the king wants it. The Congo's gonna hold it along the wall. Unfox played on the board. Seems. Less than a minute to get it down there. And it keeps possession. Johnson's got the puck. Performance, 3 goals past the Chandler at this level is really a James. And every time the puck is on the stick, he knows exactly what to do with it. And that lethal shot, it was on display tonight.
Ferraro joins us once again here on the show. Where do we find you today?
Just blowing around some work, trying to get ahead of the game a little bit, some prep work for the rest of the week.
Hey, I'm not ready to build a statue for the kid here, but man, can you believe what we're seeing from this rookie?
What a great start. Early in his first year, you get excited about a player and then he puts up a good game or another good game. And then he has one like last night. He's all over the score sheet. And, maybe that's a little bit of a chop wake up call for his team because they've kind of had a middling start, but not the kid. He's been outstanding.
No, he's been probably the brightest light of the month. Let's take a look at the scoreboard of what went down tonight on the ice. The Blackhawks were in tough with the Avalanche. Chicago plays pad the stat night with a strong offensive performance. Hey, nice night for the rookie as well. It's always so much easier when things are going well, right? I mean, the team's winning. There's not a lot of issues. Sometimes it makes my show boring when a team's thriving, right? But my understanding was after practice earlier today, the coaching staff pulled the youngster aside and I think challenged him to see where can you be better? Yes, things going well right now, but is there room for improvement? I think the coaching staff sees an opportunity to get a little bit more out of their youngster and see if they can try to move this win streak to maybe 6 games because this team's humming right now. But I think if the youngster can maybe turn it up a little notch, might be able to keep the good times going for an extended period. Meantime, when you look at some of the other issues going on around, let's focus on one of the hottest players in hockey right now. And I'll tell you what, everything he touches right now seems to light a lamp, right? Whether he's getting an assist, whether he's just on fire right now. And I'll tell you what, you want to put me down for a prediction? I don't think this is a hot take at all. At least not as hot as the way he's playing right now. I'm telling you, I see a goal. I see a goal on the ice tonight in this one. There you go. I called it. Hopefully I didn't jinx him, but that's my prediction going into this one. What say you? Looking at some of the other news notes. Tick, tick, tick. Closer and closer to this big game edition. How do you approach it, Ray? For me, I was always a detail guy. I made sure my sticks were done and I'm sitting in the room and thinking about it. Other guys, they just kind of hang out in the bowl and they listen to music. I kind of think Bill weighs better on less skills. But what costs they look to go in their case of they win the opening draw. Just a little too much contact and couldn't hang on to the puck. 50 holding it on it. But Blackhawks can control the puck against the wall. Back to the play, he set it
And away from his opponent, what a save!
Chicago's can't get home with the puck. On the attack along the boards. And now he moves it quickly to Johnson. Slides the puck over. Now a quick pass to Johnson.
Yes. Yeah, why? Yes and no. Here, got one there. But that's not me, sorry. Hopefully, I didn't. All right, have a good night. Thank you, man. You too. Yep, you too. Why did you first? That was probably from. Oh, that's in case my other ones weren't out. You too.
To Theodore. Picked up along the wall by Pietrangelo.
That save was so impressive, James. Really a last-ditch effort to find the puck. When you outbattle, when you outwill your opponent, everyone around you gets energized. Just look at the bench. Everyone is elevated because of that save.
A chance in front. Opportunity there. Great pressure with the stick. Picking along the wall by Stone.
Gotta figure he knows about this next milestone. He's only one goal.
Save. Change up. Sends it quickly to Hall. Carries the puck inside and into the zone. Vegas has it behind the cage. Here they come up along the wing. Sends the pass over. Chicago's got it in their own zone. And a stick in the lane ends that for him. Moves it over to Martinez. And he can't hang on after that hit. The Blackhawks have it now. Picked off in front. The Golden Knights take it along the wing. Eichel's got it against the boards. Great defensive effort with the stick. And he takes the feed.
This is going to count. The official waived it up immediately.
Face off coming up here, and they certainly look hungry to answer back after that non-goal call. Lots of time left this period. We've still got zeros on the board. And Cook resumes as the puck is dropped. Moving to Murphy. Throws the puck. Chicago's got it along the way. And he gets in front of the net. Sends the pass in front. And that doesn't connect. Loses his balance on the play. Quick pass across to Carlson. From center along the wing. Vegas plays it along the wing. Throws a pass over. And now takes that position in the defensive end. There's a chest again. Reaches out and uses the stick. Stop on the goaltender. Take the defensive end. And that pass is right away. He's moving the puck to his himself. Looks it across to Carrier. Chicago's headed along the wall. Moves the puck over to Van Riemsdyk. Looking at something happening on the guards. Monster save in front.
That's a fantastic save by the goaltender, but his team has to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice. Those high danger scoring chances eventually go in.
Gains the zone on the left wing. Something big stuff there. And he slides it quickly to Stone. Picking up steam in the offensive zone. And that's intercepted by Johnson. Chicago's got the puck against the board. Poked away by Chance. Colin Bain is down at ice level, CB himself.
Right now, the coach is challenging him to keep this league going. It's challenging him as well. James says the Rooks keep burning a hashtag scoring streak, James.
I can't even keep up to all that. Thanks very much. That's why we have Carlin Bates as part of this broadcast team. Still lots of time left in the period. Still no score in this one. The Blackhawks win the faceoff. And that cans off Aquapani in traffic. Vegas has it in the defensive end. And he maintains possession of the puck here. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. The Blackhawks scoop it up along the boards. Vegas takes possession of the puck. They go on the attack from the left side. The Blackhawks have it behind the net. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. They couldn't complete that. Receives the pass. Right up the gut into the offensive end. And the dies in the traffic channel. The Golden Knights will play in their end. Looking for space inside the D zone. Nice feed from the right wing. Quick pass to Eichel. Stick save.
Well, that shot came quick and it was right out front. He had to be sharp. He had to be right on it and show his brilliant reflexes.
Vegas takes possession along the wall. Nice zone entry from the right side. Gets the full use of his stick in the poke check. Tosses it to Braun. Sends it across the ice. Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. The Blackhawks looking against the net. From the back of the cage with the puck. Here's a semi pass. Off a stick and they take up in the play. Here in the back half of this period, Vegas has the 1-0 lead. Looks to make a play over to Johnson. The Blackhawks pick up steam and over the attack. Vegas lets to go the puck from their own end. Nice zone entry from the middle. And he slides it quickly to Marchessault. Great foot kick on the reach. The Blackhawks will play from the defensive zone. Moves it to the middle. And it goes up a stick and off target. Save his goal as he gets over with the stick.
Well, this is an incredible save, James. It's anticipation as well. The guy from the shooter is in the low slot, getting in front of it and making the save.
The Blackhawks have been the busier team offensively with scoring chances, but they still trail in the first. The Golden Knights start with the puck in the road end. Takes the feed. Stone's gonna play it against the half wall. It's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away.
Challenge for them to keep the streak going. James,
Play continues here. It's a fun one. The Golden Knights get a hold of the puck in their own end. Pushes it across to Marchessault. It's deflected on some of the front. Puck picked up by Jones. The Blackhawks run it down. Chicago's ready to go on the attack. Big hit and frees up possession. Johnson's on the attack for the offensive center. Stop that one. There's the whistle. We'll get a face off after the goalie comes up. Here in the late going to the frame. 1-0 the score. Eichels won the draw deep in the defensive zone. Quick feed to Stone. Slides it up across to Stevenson. Here's a shot. Takes a piece of it to make the save. Chicago still trailing here in this opening period despite excellent scoring opportunities in the offensive zone. Francis won the dribble here in the defensive zone. Sweeps up the puck down. The Golden Knights have it against the wall. Moves it quickly over to Pietrangelo. Vegas jumps into the offensive end and goes on the attack. Chicago's got the puck. And hang on to the biscuit after that. Chicago's moving it up the ice. Finds it into the offensive zone. Puts the puck down low. Less than a minute to go here. Takes the big pass speed. And that's a great heads up of the defensive zone. There's the turnover. Same for Coldplay Green.
Well, these are the saves when you know that the goaltender is dialed in, James. The ability to get to the top of the crease and be square to the shooter, that's a great save.
Vegas it over to the transport. Vegas is in the offensive zone. A Blackhawks get a hold of the puck along the boards. There's the end of period number 1. 12 teams. Grab a quick breather. You can grab a hot dog. We'll be back with second period action in minutes. Both teams have chance to recharge. The official set to choose the quick here on period number 2. Something strong is underway as the puck is dropped. The Blackhawks don't need to change much, James. I mean, the majority of the possession, yes, they're trailing by 1, but they'll find their way back in if they can trust the process. Slides the puck down low. Mostly controls. Good chance there. Chicago's got the puck along the boards. And he takes the pass. And there's nothing technical about that, but it's all about the will to find a way to make that save incredible, James. Vegas has it against the half wall. The Blackhawks have it from their own end. Takes it across the blue line. There's a steady piece that one. Well, he makes an incredible save on a point-blank shot here, James. I love the way he's aggressive, he's competitive, and he wins the battle. Chicago's put a lot of pucks on net here to this point, but they still trail early in the second. Hawkins defeated over to home. Here's the puck. Here's a game of inches and a great sign. Just misses. Quite the pep talk from the head coach to the young rookie here, Pounder.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's got to go something like this. You know, the pressure is on right now. It's a time game. You outshot your opponent. Don't get frustrated. Continue, and just continue to pass. Things are zone. They have all the momentum. I'd be surprised to see a little step and face off here to give the goaltender a little extra breather. Because he has been under siege, and you can see it in his face. He needs some rest. Yeah, it's a diagonally temperature. There's some cuts back to the club. You get used to the tree as he puts them on the head. He says, we got a penalty coming up here. Let's see what the officials say. The Blackhawks will lose a man tripping the call. A chance to capitalize here on the power play. First power play opportunity for this team. It's going to start in the face-off circle, getting possession with the win, and then looking to set up. It goes back to even strength. Well, I really like this PK unit, James. Is working in sync, almost as if they're on a pendulum or a string together, knowing exactly what the other is going to do, and the reason they're still tied. Throws it in. The Golden Knights have it behind the cage. Picked up along the boards by Marchessault. The Golden Knights carry it along the wall. The Blackhawks gain control of the puck. Along the side, here comes into zone. Moves with the puck in the corner. Sending to them tight. And he takes the dip. On the play. Takes the pass. Moves it to hold. And that's intercepted in the defensive end. Amadio's got it along the wing. Back to the point it goes. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Takes the beam. By Tomasello. And that was picked up. Oh, Smart hits that play to take the away. The Blackhawks take it across the blue line. 17. He's just getting the points when he chance there. Oh, love the defensive stick work there to poke that one away. Sends it into the offensive zone. Good solid kick, and he loses control of it. Vegas moves ahead with the puck.
Theodore's got him in the defensive end. Inside his own end, moves the puck. Handles the pass. The Golden Knights take it along the wall. Now steal in his own end. Chicago's playing it from the side. The Golden Knights look to start the transition game. Feed to Pietrangelo. The Golden Knights cross the blue line and are on the attack. The Blackhawks move the puck in the defensive zone. And that's deflected. And he loses control of the puck. You know, somebody's there, but don't continues to.
On the bench, did I just see a smirk from the coach? Are they acknowledging the rookie, Cheryl?
Yeah, and a smile from the rookie. And you know, this comes off of the conversation they had earlier, James, where the coach relayed the expectation, and it's hard to deliver. You know, there's pressure on you. When you get out there, you deliver. I like it. The coach recognizes success.
Johnson's gained possession inside the neutral zone. And that's taken along the boards. He kicked along the wall by the translator. Brings it in his own end. And it's a quick pass to Stone.
Into the offensive end now.
Chicago's looking to break out.
Here, this Brooks is jumping to open ice quickly and countering in transition fast. That's exactly what happens in speed kills. Opening up lines. Once you open them up, you have to thread the needle. You have to have execution with your pass. The receiver has to find a way to put it away. That's exactly what happens. And the shot is money.
Set.
I lost the art of curiosity. I'm curious about how many if I got it. It's just like, no, I did not. Okay.
And tries to make a diagonal pass to Johnson. It flips it away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Vegas has it in their own zone. Chicago's got the puck here in the open ice. Still a penalty. And he gets it. He's denies it. There's been understand.
Man, they're pulling on their heels.
Chicago's off his drive here at center ice by James. What was that? The backdrop's been a game of keep away in the offensive zone, shooting at will. This one is into the frames, and it's not going to count. The man there to help you come to the lead. And plays it. Off steeping and tip to the net. Look, feed getting it. Made the stamp on that there. Watch the pass. Stamp. We're going to go on the board by Murray. It's had a fantastic night over there. And when you feel this way, you're confident, you're playing with puck possession, you're distributing it the way you want. All the ones are contributing. This is a nice feel as they head to the intermission. They put the puck into the offensive end. Picked up along the wall by the Marines. This is some significant fun. Puck is frozen in there. We get a stoppage in play. And there's the whole thing. One more to go. Both teams are going to chance to attach the breath
And get ready for a big third period news.
Welcome back. What teams on this? Get ready again. This third period. So I was just seeing if there was any message sent to the room and sent to the division because it has been a blip of this far. However, if the game is in the top, you know, probably we play more than 4 minutes now in this few games.
It's been consistent for 40 minutes of play here, James, and they have come to believe now it's about bringing it home, and in order to do that, you got to make sure that your defensive unit is going to support.
Ref blows the whistle as the puck's coming in.
Cheryl, give me a sense of this conversation on the bench right now with the coach and rookie.
Well, the coach wants to give the rookie confidence to continue to be creative, but you also have to remind the player, the youngster, that you want to make sure that you are safe with the puck, that you're defensively responsible. And I think this is a real key of recognizing the time of the game and managing it accordingly.
Player 0-0 wins the draw inside the offensive zone.
And now he tries to get it across to Murphy.
Top to Davis.
That's a great save, but the goaltender had to get out to the top of his crease, take away all the ice, and make himself as big as possible.
Big news.
This is just an incredible move on the breakaway. James, no panic at all.
Yeah, guys, make sure everyone
Just outwinding the goaltender.
follows and likes the. Make sure everyone likes the video. It's free to do.
Entire bench. I mean, look at the way they're moving and building the puck, attacking the net at the right times. It has been a seamless effort.
Right for a second into the offensive zone. Puck's picked up by Johnson. Vegas tries to break it from the open end. Across the line.
We get at least 5 likes before the end of this period. Would be nice.
I love the save, James. I mean, the goaltender is so aggressive on this play. Doesn't give us any time to get rid of it.
And they'll get a breather as the defender covers it up. Buckeyes have been the busier team offensively, and as a result, they can lead it big time here in this third. And they win the defensive zone face-off. Hangs on with the puck after taking a hit. Vegas steps inside. So defensive work in their own end with the poke check. Watch hands.
That stretch pass was a beauty, James.
Puts the step away by Petrangelo. Quick pass across to Barbashev. Goes on someone in front that doesn't reach the net. Here they'll come on the attack. See, Case gets it. Chicago's on the attack. Here's it. I love this snapshot from inside James and it's a goal attended.
Know to get to those tough areas. And that's what it's all about. You can have the skill, but you gotta have the will.
Quick pass to Skull. Wrestles in the air. Coming up. There's the call. What's it?
And he's
I literally just got the fuck on.
top line. Looks like they're having a ton of fun out there, James. They're showing their chemistry and their reason why they're in the lead in this game.
Looks like it's to Michael. And that's a smart race up to the guy home. Ross is taking it from his own end. Let's get what news out for us saying it. Loses the session. Rejects a little bit. A Golden Knights are close to the offensive end.
You don't get any opportunities like this in a game. James, you have to execute. He completely misses the net.
And whistle to us on the right side. Looking to make something happen to the offensive side. It's a block from the stop by Thompson. Covers it up more in a step play. Boston's coming up next on the schedule. Get your tickets. It will be a big game. The Pirates played arguably their most complete game of the season based on how they have delivered shots on net and lead here big time in the third. Marchessault stick handling in his own zone. And they send it right back to him. Here's a short pass to Marchessault. It's Cena.
Two competitors say just when you think that he's completely out of it, James, he comes up with a desperation save to keep the team alive. Has been finding enough all game long, and this one found the post. It didn't hit the back of the net, but they've got a healthy comfortable lead and they have their opponent scrambling. This has been a fun one to watch, and the coaching staff is going to like it.
And he takes the feed. So Simba will get into the attacking area. And the puck leaves the offensive zone. They'll be forced to tag up. Sends it over to Murphy. The Blackhawks move it in. Takes it back. His reflexes with the power. One step by Thompson. Vegas with possession on the right side. Along the inside with the puck. And they are sending it over. Gets up to the side. Well, the side's got the puck. He's going to hang on for a whistle and slow things down.
He's been shifting, James. He's weathered every storm that's been thrown at him, and now he elects to pounce on this puck. It's a nice safe play. He anticipates well, and he holds on to the whistle.
And they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Denied that one. Slides it over the piece to Johnson. The Blackhawks stand on the boards. Fires it into the offensive zone. Eichels won the draw inside his own end. Passes it over to Martinez. The Blackhawks ready to go on the team. It's just and that's broken up into the defensive zone by Jennings. Angus has it near the line. The Golden Knights take possession in the defensive end. Vegas moves it, taking along the wing. Quick feed to Marchessault. Martinez puts his still taking a hit. Across the line from center. And quick pass over to Holt. And takes the feed. Moves it quickly over to Holt.
Thompson's movements are outstanding. I mean, he gets the position so quick. He's athletic and he makes a huge save from the slot.
Up along the wing. Good use of the point in the play. The Blackhawks gain control of the puck against the wall. Picked up by Jennings.
The Blackhawks are dominating play, in my opinion, James. This also has to look away from the puck, and he plays quickly and retrieve it first. They've done an excellent job of that. It's gone the other way, and they cashed in.
Moves it to Tatar. Here they come on the attack. The Blackhawks have it now. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Here's a chance. Saving for it. Right hands to handle the Salsa feed. Snaps it from the slot. And he came up with a solid stop on that play. And the Blackhawks have the feed, saluting the team after This evening. Attempt to clear the puck from deep inside his own end.
Position, didn't he? He's a pure goal scorer and he didn't disappoint you.
I was charged with the assist. All right. I have to make sure. If I don't make sure, I won't ever know.
Continues. We'll get to the phones in just a moment, but how about the rookies' performance out there on this night? Wow. The challenge to be, can you give us more? And the coaching staff saw an opportunity to say, hey, I think there's more you can give. You know what? The youngster delivering certainly showed that there was more to give as they extend that winning streak and keeps the good times going. And the home crowd loving that, as I can see on social media here and taking all sorts of calls we'll get to in just a quick moment. Let's go to the phones here now. Who's on line? Looky here. The hottest player, or at least one of the hottest players in the game right now, just continues to electrify, extending the point streak. Just everything he touches right now seems to turn gold. And I don't know. I mean, no goaltender, no defenseman has had an answer to try to solve this. And you know what? Enjoy it, because this is absolutely phenomenal to watch the way he's been playing right now. And we'll see if he can continue this streak onwards and upwards, because it shows no sign of stopping anytime soon. And look at some of the other numbers here that this team's been. Fraction here on social media is suggesting they're just trying to figure out where do they put that banner in the rafters with his name and number on the back of it already.
Well, we're early in season one.
Well, let's take a look at how the standings were impacted with some of the final scores around the league tonight. The Canadiens were looking to steal 2 against the Sabres. Buffalo post 1. A road trip that has been punishing, blinding, and filled with else comes to an end tonight. They turn. Let's find out. The Bruins got things up on the right field when they put in the opening to them. It's getting possession of them. Something can't connect. Sackers got the puck. Grabs it in his own end. And then it comes in with a stick and off target. Lots of time back in this period. Still looking for our first goal. But Blackhawks will start off on the attack after winning the toss. But I said opportunity.
I actually don't even think he saw the shot, James, but it's knowing where the puck, the relative area that it is in, and then playing the shot, playing the angles, playing the averages.
And notice his balance, the puck and his balance after that hit. Taken along the wall by Lindholm. Sets up the puck here. Now he takes it over the line. The Blackhawks gain possession. The Cobbles down in their own zone. Moves it on over to Johnson. Quick shot. It's a big one. Snap by Forsyth. Blackhawks get a hold of the puck along the boards. Snarls it across to Madden.
Been strong on the puck tonight, but he's still looking for his first.
The Cobbles get a hold of the puck. From center. Takes it and looks ahead. It's a touchdown. Wow. Wow, absolutely. Actually, let's check in with the next panel for panel. Cheryl,
Absolutely love this, James. Two rookies going head to head. You know they're both fighting for that coveted Calder Trophy award. This is more than the anthem of the game. This is about putting in a performance to say, hey, I'm better than you.
and let's go. Beautiful read of the defensive end by Houston out. Boston's going along the line. Success to Uniform. Here he is.
Coruscant has been consistent over the course of his career, mainly because of his positioning, James. James Allison what's going to draw it up and they say let's get off to a good start. I'd say they just did. Well, this is just a perfect screen. The goaltender can't find the puck because the screen is looking back and finding a way to take away his eyes. Does a great job, and the puck goes in.
Oh, it's loving the puck. Along the wing of the neutral zone. The Bruins take along the way. And just like that, from out of nowhere, it comes up with the puck. This is an opportunity. He's just there. Omar's got the puck and he's going to hang up.
Martin's on the ice and he knows his team is trailing here. If he produces so many ability to turn things around for them, that could be the answer that they're looking for, guys.
I start by the drop. You're inside. This is the series attempted. Pastrnak's got the puck in his own zone. The Cardinals gain possession along the boards. Here's a short pass to McAvoy. And now he moves it quickly to Lindholm. Boston's moving it along the wing. Great read with the stick. Snaps the puck over. Hall's moving it ahead. He sends the pass over. Stays out. It's a big hit. I'm not sure where the defense is, but I'll tell you what, the goaltender has been outstanding. He's going to be able to save Space Team in this one. So these shots are so accurate when the puck is flying and back for him. These are the focus. They try to take the side of the defensive line. Here they come to the upper man. Boston's got the puck against the wall. The Blackhawks stay in control of the puck. There's the puck. So the Blackhawks keep the puck in the game. This is exactly what I said. Bobby's going to run with the net change. Assigning the goaltender drops into the butterfly position as a default is happens upon the puck. Can't find it defensively. You're back in the way. Picked up along the women's line challenge. Speed of single moves on the head there. Sends it down low. Thank you, Justin Coles and center snip. Or Shan, stay in the line and on the attack. Plenty of playing time left in this frame. Blackhawks have recently taken a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it. The Bruins have it now. Sends it over to DeBrusque. Boston's going on the attack as they gain the zone. And slumps the puck out of midair. Levelson with the hit. Sends a pass over. It's a sign of Snappings. Hustled off the puck. On the right side and up the middle. You got the puck for it. The Bruins move to the offensive zone. That's the puck away. Murphy's been slashed. Kennedy coming up. Here we go. Watch and rush. You can see it here. From one puck man to another. Let's see what the official makes of the penalty decision. You use position on your opponent and you're fighting to do it.
It is.
That's in transition. Good heads up defensive play as he extends the stick. Touch the puck at the point. The Bruins will try to shave a few seconds off this penalty now. Gets it out of his own end. The Blackhawks scoop it up along the boards. Now a quick pass to Johnson. Nice connection on cross-ice pass. Makes it move. And he slides it quickly to Murphy. With the puck himself with long. Blackhawks have it against the wall. Moves the puck to the attacking area. Just long into the net. Boston's going to be able to kill a few seconds off now with the puck. And the puck clears the zone. Chicago's got the puck along the boards. The Bruins PK unit delivers on that.
Body language says it all, James. Have a look at the unit here. Every single one of them deflated. They know that they needed to score. And this is the expectation of the power play. And they go back to the bench with their heads facing the skates.
Right touch passes and connects. Something close. Boston's take possession of the pick. Slides it quickly to Coyle. With possession on the wall. Just a clear offensive play by Dickinson.
Chicago's been working hard all night, James. They've been intercepting pucks at a great stick position, and it's been a defensive clinic. They've got to find ways to get to the other side of the puck and generate some offense.
Final minute of possession. Again, so impressive in particular in sequence games and his
It didn't prevent him from making that save, but now he's gonna get some much needed rest as that puck heads out of his zone.
He drives the puck here at the point. Takes the pass, he banks it off the wall. Grabbed along the board by Johnson. Quick feed to Jones. Takes a shot. There's a stop by Omar. He's not to the crease. Tacoma is continuing to push the pace of play in this game. They've been invested in the offensive zone. They do have the lead, but they wanted the extra push in there, but unfortunately didn't get the place tonight. As we look at that last save again, James, it was absolutely incredible and so impressive to see the goaltender just outbattle and outwill his opponent to find the puck. All right, there's the end of period number one. We'll take a breather, the plus 2, and we're coming back with period number 2 right after this. And we're set to count the period number 2. The second stanza is on the way. The puck is top. Let's go. Let's send this man up to the first 20 minutes. Boston's trouble in this game because they haven't had any urgency around the puck. They've been chasing their game and they haven't had any possession time. Massive puck, he loses control. And a solid stop on the play there. Look like a swamp of peas out here with this pressure. The Pirates get a hold of it along the wall. Moves it quickly over to Jansen. The shot's come to the middle of the ice and he has some beat on it, but he's ready and waiting for it. He's to position and he makes the save. Puck picked up by Jones. And they'll go the other way with a great play by McAvoy. Comes around along the half wall. He comes over. Saved by Corpusalo.
As a goaltender, you have to be able to read and anticipate the play. He does it perfectly and is able to negate the shot.
Puts it up, and he gets just enough to keep it out. There's the whistle, and as the puck is frozen up. The Blackhawks made this one early in the second period. They had a lot of jump offensively tonight. Saka's got it. They'll go on the attack here in the offensive zone. Moves it to Jones. Send the lead.
Omar's been excellent tonight, James. I mean, his score could be a lot worse. The save percentage is great. He's doing everything to keep his team in it. They need to shore up their defensive end and get going north.
Looking to set up offensively. Sends it in deep. Chicago's got the puck along the wall. Instant right back. Full front. Knocks the puck down with his stick. There's the whistle. Let's get the call from the officials.
Well, when you cross it is black and it is white. And I'm telling you right now, that is a call all day long. The official saw it. It is an undisciplined penalty.
And is it over to home? Both sides are even up as the power play has exploded. Oh, there's a shot. Still in the keeper. It comes to Murphy. And they'll skate. Team possession after that hit. Like it. Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. Great defensive hits up play to pick it off. Still has possession. And you have Slick that save. Slides the cross ice pass. Here's a chance at front. Picked up in front. Nice zone entry from the right side. Here's a one step. Picked up along the wall by Steen. and uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. Looking to set up offensively. Chicago's got the puck against the half wall. James, you can see the excitement of the James League. But they deflate them and push their opponent back on their mill. They need to keep here and not taking place there. Blackhawks continue to first in with positive percents. Now 3-6 here in the second.
I don't think the goaltender's broken a sweat yet, James, because they've been in the offensive zone, holding possession, dancing around the ice outside, opening their lanes, and attacking at will.
26 got it in the defensive end. The Bruins take it along the wall.
Oh, but that's not good at saving, James. I mean, that's just all. And this is a great play by the Tigers to anticipate and get across to make that save.
Chicago's gained possession. And it's knocked off the puck there. Here's a that's why. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Boston's looking to break out. Skips inside the attacking zone down the left wing. And the left blocking that. Only tries it. What was Sellers going to hang on for a whistle? Chicago's in the bigger scoring opportunities and lots of them, which is why they lead in a big way here in the second. Takes the beat from the wing. Poked away by Portman. Holmes moving the puck through his own zone. Let's see. We're going to face off after the puck stays covered up. Chicago's been just savage in the offensive zone. They need it here in this second period. Puck is trying to wins the draw here into the defensive zone. Feed to Marchand. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. Get up the bit, to keep it out of the net.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it into danger.
Boston's got the puck in the defensive end. Looking to make something happen along the wings. There's a shot pass to Jones. Boston's got him in the neutral zone. Marchand's going to play it against the half wall. There's a chance. Mario is a sudden danger.
It's a magic of one hope. The impact you can have, James. You go by a situation where you think you're out of it, and now all of a sudden you believe you're back in it. Complete change of the dynamic of the game.
Moves the puck inside the offensive zone. 3-4 kick by Steen. Moves it quickly over to Hall. 84 is taken down to the ice. He got a penalty coming up. And the play is whistled dead. Here's the call. Holland's getting called for 2 minutes here from the officials. The Bruins send their man advantage here once more.
Power plays more time on. He has the ability to get that puck moving. These players know exactly what they're doing. They look out in practice. Spoke to some of them earlier today at the pregame, and they talked about the execution and the precision in particular with the puck moving.
Chicago's got the puck in the corner.
Isn't it, James?
Here we have the late stages of period number 2. They continue to hit down the accelerator.
Yeah, the coach must be moving this. I mean, sometimes you can't put your finger on exactly why it's working the way it is, but the chemistry is off the charts here. They've got to come to the lead.
Second intermission approaching quickly now.
Notice here from the opponent's side. Take the way the offense of the goaltender is standing up to tell me what's happening here. He finds the way to out of the screen in front and find himself the ball. Let's see what the first goals are coming.
This is a boy starting back for 10 minutes here. This feels like a period number 10. Both teams will get a chance to get a little greater here. We'll take back third period. That's the Boston teams are down into position here for the start of the period. Stay the period for the right there, ready to turn up. And when we get the team against the other. Right there, this side takes us down. Making up the turn, they take the zone. One toss Hammond down. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Lindholt's taking it from his own end. Tucked up dead. The Blackhawks gain possession along the wall. Almost moving it into the offensive end.
Goaltender spend so much time doing tracking exercises and it's utilized right here. It's know where this puck is coming from, and he makes the save. And this could be a turning point in the game, James. I mean, when you're on the PK and you attack like they did, that's unbelievable to recognize your opportunity to jump.
Gain control against the wall. Off the field. They've got numbers here.
The shooter's going to run out of real estate because he does a great job of getting out of top of the crease and taking away all the room. When you make yourself as big as possible, there's less holes in the net.
Puts it to hold it. That gets a sliver of it and keeps it in game. There's the whistle. Listen to the referee song.
It's a tough situation when you got one of your best PKers who scored a shorty early in the game taking one. You have to find someone else to kill it now.
Certainly subscribe to the quantity theory offensively tonight. They lead it and have been busier in the offensive zone. The Bruins come up empty-handed on the power play of the 15th straight team.
This power play unit was stepping with James. It didn't fit in into the game. And the chances.
McAvoy scored against the Bulls. Excellent stick in the play. Across the line. Attack.
City James, he just stood on away from his opponent. You know, James, I wasn't a goaltender, so it's hard to put into words how a goaltender can find this puck. I mean, I was a defender and I couldn't see it half the time. The one thing you know for certain, they have to be focused, they have to be targeting, and they have to have a sense of where that puck is.
There on the right wing, get into the offensive center. The center stepped in. Sackers get the puck through the neutral zone.
Roberts almost ready to get back on ice.
And a power play unit comes up empty. Good racing stick to the cross the line and gain the zone. The attender comes up with a piece of it to keep him out of the net. Johnson's got it in the offensive zone. Beautiful read of the defensive win by Marchand.
So get the win. This time it's all about the competitive will to get to the puck.
Receives the pass. Tries to feed it over to Hall. And stand, speed up to that net. The Bulls get away to the puck and the boards. And he slides it to Peter Grant. Boston's got it in their own zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Gaining momentum along the wing. The Blackhawks gain control of the puck. Down the right side and into the zone.
I think he had more time than he thought he had, James, and he's in perfect spot.
Season. Well, we haven't seen too many downs, so in his offensive production, he has been so consistent this entire year. The Cardinals laying a pounding in the opposition tonight, generating numerous scoring chances and converting it. Feels like almost all. Just decisive. Here's a shot. And he comes up with a glove save. Anaheim's on the schedule next, and tickets still available for this game, so get them before we go. Johnson's won the draw there on the attack. That knocks it off the net. Taking along the right wing Lindstrom. One. How many bodies in the way?
Johnson's been so dangerous tonight. He's got two in the game. You know he's looking for the hand.
Puck's picked up by Pasternak. The play from the defensive zone. The Cowboys on the attack. Picked up by McAvoy. With some open space here in the neutral zone. Let's feed to Pasternak. Picked up along the boards by Hall. And it's a quick pass to Johnson.
The Blackhawks top line's been so impressive tonight, James. Just the way they feed up one another, their motion, their chemistry. Real tough to defend and create a lot of momentum for their team.
Gets on keep it out. Chicago's got the puck. Here's a short pass to Jones. He carries the puck up along the wing. Here they come on the rush. Moves it to the middle. And it tears off a twig in front of it. The Blackhawks played along the goal. From someone in front. Boston puts the line on the attack. McAvoy's got it in the corner. Moves the puck from off the bank pass. Stinking can't complete the play. The Bruins have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Boston's getting a hold of it against the wall. Takes the hit, he goes down to the ice and tosses up the puck. Boston's looking to break out of their own end. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Makes it fine. It's in the back of the but the count just the whistle nose before the puck went in. Sackers won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do. Made the stop on the play. Has it in the defensive end. Takes the feed. The Cardinals regain possession of the puck. Fantastic scene.
He's been under siege, and I'm loving his compete level. I mean, he's making consecutive saves, one after another.
A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. Johnson's won the draw here on the attack. Right along the board by Hall. Oh, that's the easy mistake as he needs second. Put three down low. Boston's got it from behind him. The side and the confidence is in. And one of the puck after taking it off. Slides the puck across the hole. And somehow he hands up. And he stays up with his in front. I had a steam now towards the front. And it backs off a stick in traffic. Breaking by Pasternak. But the side is going to come through with it. In a head-to-head matchup tonight, who had the better performance?
Astronauts helped his team out by getting in on the scoring. He's had the stronger performance, in my opinion, guys.
That's the one good stuff. This one hurts, right? You can just get yourself close to take yourself out of this losing streak. If you find your way back into it. Tough fans just don't get it done, James. They want the W.
All right, at this time, everyone, we'll catch you up on what went down and all the action in the league tonight. The Bruins were hoping to take a bite out of the Blackhawks. Chicago powers their way to victory, showing a lot of grit in both ends of the ice. And a nice goal by the rookie who helps the team find the offense to deliver the victory. And this is how it sounded. And man, I love this ball. Here's a chance, right in front. Score! Set the rookie comes up again. Well, that's all she wrote for this one, but let's get you caught up on some of the other finals in the matchups tonight. The Flyers were hoping their offense would show up in a big way against the Golden Knights. Vegas takes this one in a tightly contested affair and the bragging rights to go with it. The Coyotes were hoping to quiet the crowd on the road against the Kings. Arizona powers their way to victory in this one. We'll check the inbox. We'll check the text line to hear what you have to say next.
All right.
All right, let's get all you foolies and all you hockey fans caught up on all the action out on the ice. The Blue Shirts were looking to grab points on the road against the Oilers. Edmonton turns it up to another level in this one and you pick up the win. The Blues went toe-to-toe on the road against the Flames. Calgary played a game in this one and easily get the regulation win. The Wild played a game against the Flyers. Minnesota topples their opponents with a strong offensive effort. We're going to take a quick break, everybody, but we've got a lot more to get to. Stay with us.
It's me excited. Something I need to get this body. Coming out. It's me excited. It's me it's yes.
Both teams line up in the middle of the ring to keep things from the win. So the same songs that we are away with this one. The Cotton step up on inside the defensive zone. He's got to what you really did. You gotta beat the shooter, and that's exactly what he does. Vegas with possession of the wrong side. And uses his reach to disrupt the tag. Blackhawks standing against the wall. Through center along the wing. Slides it down to the new line. Leonard's opted to hang on with a puck for a face-off.
But he can also contribute offensively and chip in points. I just got both strength and balance when he's got possession. He's unstoppable in his ability. He means it's hard shot. I don't get off the net. As I'm sending back upstairs, but one of these players, he keeps it to getting to that.
Answer the call of that play. Moves it quickly over to the left. And he loses control here. And now he moves it quickly to Theodore. Tries to get the puck over to Carlson. Oh, he just gets a piece of it to people. Oh, it's got it in the defensive zone. Tries to feed it across. But Blackhawks looking against the half wall. It's save in front.
The goaltender, you want to make yourself as big as possible, and that's exactly what he does right there. It just takes away the net.
Brought into the attacking zone. Defensive hits up there to pick it up. The Travelers picking up steam. Look at it, Cityways. Vegas moves ahead with the puck. Feeds it over to Petrangelo. Here they come inside the neutral zone. Now a quick pass to Rock.
Let's see how this game goes. 1-0 for Chicago.
Opportunities here and here they go. And play resumes as the puck is dropped. Scooped up along the wall by Eichel. Wants the puck into the offensive zone corner. Vegas has it in the defensive end. And a stick points again. This is the player in front. And almost got it against the boards. Puck grab by Petrangelo. Gets the zone through center. And that's broken out. Chicago's got it in their own zone. The Golden Knights scooping up a lot of boards. Here they come on the end of the wing. And he takes the pass. The Blackhawks gain possession. And he passes up ahead to Johnson. And the defenders come up with the puck. Great defensive effort in this game. Why Main Street the attack? Here's a strike. Moves it to Dickinson. Henderson. lead at 2-0. The Blackhawks take possession here inside the offensive zone. The Golden Knights have it now. Takes the feed from the left side. Picks off the pass. The Blackhawks have been stealing pucks all game, and when you intercept pucks, and you find ways to get your sticks and legs, you typically find a way to possess the puck. If they got to open it up here, this game's awfully tight. Takes the puck along the doors. Stop. It's no answer for them right now because they're relentless on the puck. You got to put some momentum after multiple back-to-back goals, James. They don't want to leave anything in room and other opponent get some like that. Blackhawks going to hit the puck at the cross. It's on the stick. It's all the same there as we play on. It's just put it all in the last play. Series. You can this. So technically you build. And it's perfect change in front walks the shot. Fine things. Starts the diagonally Stevenson. That was really impressed me tonight, James. Just look at that last sequence and that desperation save. Unbelievable. I mean, when it's required to be calm and poised, he's got quiet feet. But when he needs to move and make a desperation play, he does it. Here goes the pick. Moves the puck in the corner. Big time stuff. Well, this is a real great save, James, and you can see that he's battling for position. You can see him moving up and down as his eyes are trying to track and find the puck. That's outworking the opponent to finding a way to make the save. It's a feeling. Still using the stick to help the puck away. Huge steal on his own end. Quick feed to Lindstrom. And it takes the dip. It's a steal. You can feel the energy that they're all standing up. They've gotten in the way. Directed over to the Petrangelo. Amadio's got the puck down on his own end. Holds over to the ice and loses the puck. Drives it out over to Johnson. Here's a short pass to Austin Reese. And now it's grabbed by Petrangelo. And he slides it quickly to Amadio. Vegas plays the puck along the boards. The Penguins gain possession. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Great feed from the left side. Austin Reese moves it into the attacking end. Getting a little too physical to maintain possession. Moved up ahead after a nice pass in the right wing. Only comes up with a step. There's nothing worse in the score than having your own friend just give way on you there and not have you here growing tonight in this building. Just trust you know there. Blackhawks wanted to generate an offense going into this one. They have succeeded in that game plan already here late in the first. We'll take the Knights with the face off at center. Vegas is across the line and in the offensive zone. The Golden Knights putting along the way. Side with the glove by Corpusalo.
Well, this save looks easier than it actually is. I mean, when you have a shooter right in the slot and you know that you've got to find a way to get your glove on it, you got to be fast, you got to be quick and show those reflexes. He does that and makes the save.
Vegas wins the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. It's the shot. And he stakes up 1 o'clock. Here in the late going to the frame. The Blackhawks have really extended this lead. It's looking like a squash now. Operates his own face off and he wins the draw. Sacrifices the body to block that in front.
He's been dangerous tonight. Too good. To tell them, especially James, but I like this dude. I think that he's he's hunted it. And guess what? He's been the more that race. Chicago's took a lot of points on the bed and they continue to lead late in the first. The first select they take possession. Nasty work when you finish this whole. Let's see who can finish this here. I got a bunch of bills here, James, and really, apparently, because you're chasing the game and you want to get back into it. But this one's a tough one too. Hawks will have a chance to get on the power play for the first time this evening. Well, first power play of the game, James. You want to start with possession and look to get shots to the net. It is the Thompson.
Thompson's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck. Carlson's side still short-handed here as they slide into the faceoff. Final minute approaching here in this opening frame. Nice over. The Golden Knights get a hold of the puck underhand. Chicago's got control of it now from their own end. The Blackhawks move the puck to the defensive zone. Oh, they see how he's so good. And it stays out of the net. Dumps the puck in. Chicago's got a hold of it along the wall. Here they come on the attack. The Cowboys coaches wanted to see more looks at the red ball in the middle state. It's safe. But they were going to still spare me. Just that. Stevenson's one was at the center. What's the puck to Jason? Top speed. Talking about the top step. This is still up. Right there.
Then again, he shows incredible quickness right there as he makes one and then the second save.
Chicago's been playing in one direction all night, and that's towards the net. And they lead here late in the first. And here he goes, the puck goes free. He picked up along the wall by Tatar. And now he moves it to Barbashev. Puck picked up by Johnson. Almost can't complete the play.
Well, there's a recognition that he didn't have much room, gets it in and just misses wide.
And that'll put hold on the first 20 minutes of action here tonight. We've got lots more still to come. Second period is just around the corner. A clean sheet of ice beckons, and period number 2 set to get underway. And left side of the field thus far, I see if anything changes here at the start of the second. Well, we've seen a pretty good sample size already played thus far. Cheryl, your assessment.
Vegas hasn't been playing their game. They're not using their speed. They're not closing quickly. And as a result, their opponent has possession time. They need to change that short up. If they want to be successful.
The Golden Knights gain possession in their own end. And he slides it quickly to Marchessault. Throws the defensive effort. Takes the tail and loses control. And a great ring to turn that play aside.
He does a great job of having sound positional play based on where the puck is on that low inner spot. And he makes himself big, takes away the holes, and makes the save.
That is perfect.
Here's a chance before the Knights have the puck now. Gaining momentum along the wing. And that's knocked away in the defensive end by Murphy. Quick pass across to Hall. Can't get a hold of that pass.
Unbelievable. I mean, it was all but in, and he steals it because of that last-ditch attempt to find the puck. Just incredible save, James.
The Blackhawks have generated a lot of pucks on net and have turned more than a few of those shots into goals. Horton stick handling in his own zone. He moves it quickly over to Hall. That's a down with the paddle wing step. Hages has him in the defensive end. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. It's a save, but barely with that.
But Basalos had a quiet night, James. He's been watching most of the game from the other end because of the offensive nature of his team tonight. But man, does he make a nice save there. And that's showing that he's emotionally engaged, he's staying prepared, even though he hasn't been busy.
Well, quite the conversation here between the coach and the rookie. And Cheryl, what's the message?
Well, the message is we're protecting the lead, so we really don't need another one. But there's a fine line, James. I mean, you want to continue to play that got you the lead, but you got to make sure without the puck that you're defensively responsible, and you don't want to make any risky plays that are going to put you in a vulnerable spot.
Chicago's been very active offensively here early in the second period, and they continue to lead. They start winning the draw here inside. Looking to make something happen. The Blackhawks gain possession along the wall. And as the puck at the point. Moves the puck up the stone. Push something into the net. Takes the money. Blackhawks taking it across the line. Takes it in. Eichels gaining momentum. The Blackhawks get a hold of the puck in their own end. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. And it's the pass at center. Comes outside with the glove. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. The Blackhawks lead in a big way here in this second. They have been on fire offensively. The Golden Knights start with the puck in the road end. We're used to the wall of the pass. By the goaltender. Puck is frozen and we'll get a face-off. The Blackhawks have been the better team, leading in the shot department, and they lead it on the scoreboard. And they win the draw on their own end. Guys it across to Barbashev. Vegas brings the puck in from center. It's got the puck. Horton's taking it from his own end. Defense, D zone, he'll take a moment here with the puck. With the big pass.
That's how you get north in a hurry. Fantastic good pass. Teach James, that's all desperation in the will to stop that puck.
Oh, the miss there as that goes right out of the zone. Taken along the wall by Fraud. And it's a quick pass to Johnson. James the zone. Comes up with the stone. And then it moves it to it's a piece of it to keep it out.
I love the way that he battles and competes for this puck, James. I mean, he loses it for a second, then he finds and he makes a save.
Puck possession so critical of the face-off and here. Chicago's got the puck at the defensive end. From the point, they take control of it. Again. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off.
The Blackhawks have been on fire offensively tonight, and they lead for good reason here in the second. They win the face-off here in their own end and take possession. Barbashev's got it along the boards. The Blackhawks gain control of the puck against the wall. Kicking out still. He's got a still. It's a significant number. He's going to have new games and take the crowd. Well, stick Johnson down and even a smile from the coach as the rookie makes his way back to the bench.
Well, yeah, and this is positive reinforcement, and I love it that he's getting this James because not a conversation with specific instruction and institutions on the shift in the end. They have such a good come out to the bench of the rest. You do that reinforcement, it's a great deal.
So serious. Lead here in the second period, a direct result of being the more aggressive team offensively. Vegas taking possession after the offensive center baseline. Deny them there. Passes up ahead to the left wing. Hits it from the right side. Broken out.
The Golden Knights are going to need to regroup if they want to get back in this game, James. That's not going through it. There's still plenty of time left. They have to do much better than they started in the first half. Stones back on the ice as he should be. He's the captain and leader of this team. They're getting blown out right now, James. But what better way to create some damage by your captain settling everyone down?
Grabbed along the board by Murphy. Don't send them to get into the attacking area. And that's what mostly to Eichel. Chicago's got the puck. Murphy's letting the puck.
Oh, and this is a great save, James. The goaltender gets him. He just makes himself look huge and is extremely aggressive to be able to make that stop.
The Blackhawks have been putting lots of shots on net and have been rewarded for their efforts. Sends it to Pete Stone. Eichel's crossed the line and gained the zone. Just gets a piece of it to keep it out. Wow. The Blackhawks have played in their own end. Look at this. Sensational stop by Thompson.
You have to be picking your piece if you want to be able to deny those shots. He does that perfectly as he's tight to the fielder like that. He's looking at his job when he goes and he gets his hand. He's on the police of minutes. Get on the stairs.
feel like I already have like. Yeah, like I thought.
It's across the line now. The attack in the offensive end. And now people hitting his icing is waved off. Houston upon the knock off the puck. Angles it along the blue line. Pass to Dickinson. This is the puck looks. And it stays out.
Face off coming up here. And Cheryl, let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
No question about it, James. We know where the momentum lies right now after some sustained pressure, heavy forecheck, lots of shots going to the net. The goaltenders can see. You want to make sure that you can continue to apply that pressure and see if you can squeak one by.
Thanks for the police. Just signs to think about it. Takes the back. Now he takes it over the line. Works it across to Eichel. Something about your Sam just the piece of the guys with a desperation series to keep it alive. The Blackhawks have just absolutely dominated here. Look at the score, dominated shots as well. Here, like you said. And they take possession here inside the offensive. He's taking control of the ball. The Cardinals get it around the wall. Oh, he's one. What a sequence. I mean, he has been outstanding with the consecutive saves. I mean, this defense, they have some plan. Back and forth. The Blackhawks have it to the line. Up along the wall on the right side and into the attacking area. Piece of that one. There's the boss of the second period. 2 minutes. Welcome back. James Sadowski ready to bring you all the highlight play. It's been a total mismatch here as we get underway to the third to see if anything changes. There are 40 minutes in the fix now play. How do you view this one?
Tonight's coach will be happy with their performance tonight in the entered areas and habits. I mean, it really hasn't been hard on the puck. They haven't been strong or physical. And as a result, their opponent has taken it to them because they've had the puck the entire game.
Steps across the blue line. Oh, gets a piece of the puck to deny them there. Tries to get it over to Jones. Takes it side. And now what's out of there? Quick feed to Marcusson. Knocked off the puck. Vegas gains a hold of possession. Tries
All
to
right,
get
guys.
to
I'm gonna be my last game.
looking for space inside the D zone.
I'm saying no.
Into the offense again now. Here's a short pass to Stone. Turn the side of the glove by Torpasolo. And the keeper's going to play it. On the attack along the boards. There's a stop with the stop. Vegas has the paint. Broken up with the stick in the defensive zone. Takes the feed. And he's jumped out of it. Along the right wing, they into the attacking area. Kane Fly angles it over to Amadio. Nice feed from the left side up the middle. Moves it quickly over to Johnson. Handles the pass. Moves it to the side. So the game is he's fine. Just tell his teammates. Get the ball. Totally team after they're the same and then the top of this one. Okay, let's take the trip to face off. Send him the ball, makes it so. Murphy's field into the first again. 6C. And if you continue to that, and the way to make that so incredible, James. Chicago's been going in one direction all night long, and that's through the net, and they lead it in this third. Back in the waves, he brings the throw inside the offensive zone. Chicago's getting it. He starts to break it. Looks to take full aside. Looking at my chance. Inside the offensive zone. It's blocked. Noise takes it away. Reaches out and uses the stick. Takes this all from the right.
Chicago's #1 line has been dominant tonight, James. They've been in the offensive zone. They've created a ton of opportunities, and the reason why they're in the lead.
Into the offensive zone. Game possession. That opportunity is rejected. He comes around and wins. Thompson.
The Blackhawks have been extremely strong defensively tonight. This is the interior of the ice. They pushed everything to the perimeter, and now they're protecting the shutout.
Chicago dominated in the puck possession department, putting plenty of shots on net, and they lead by a wide gap in the third. Playing the 0-0 as he wins the puck inside the offensive zone. Steps inside the line. The opponent is take possession in the defensive end. Free reach with the puck check. Here they come on the attack down the left side. I think here's what he's going to do.
You can see him looking at the goaltender, whether he's going to shoot or deep and what he's doing.
It gives us to continue to proceed to
That's a nice play. To get done, yeah, but two yards as well to jump into the attack. They need just a whack load of goals here. They want to have an opportunity of winning this game tonight.
right from the center. Taking it from the other. Scooping it in the air. What's the pack in the attacking area? It's a chance. Martinez plays it down. Picking up momentum inside the neutral zone. It's the full use of his stick on the poke tap. Plays the puck on my head. Quick pass to Johnson. The one was plugged up on that block spot. And he takes the feed. Taken along the wall by Johnson. Here's a stop. Here's a cut body. Marcus cross the line and he's under attack. Succeeds to Dickinson. And Riemsdyk's got the puck in his own zone.
Oh, I don't got a.
Chicago's looking to break out. Here they come along the wing.
Don't got PS5. So this kind of does it for me.
It's not to start the transition game. Chicago's got it in their own zone. Look out, here they come. Attack. He gets some pace in it. He's quick for a nice play. He's a short pass to Portland. He's back on the side. Did you think this one with the slips? He doesn't goes up, but he's back on the stick. Moves the puck inside the offensive zone. The Blackhawks take it away. Watson.
I love the save, James. I mean, the goaltender is so aggressive on this play, doesn't give the shooter any time to get rid of it.
All right, guys. I'm off to bed. Have a good night.
Peace out.